Hi. So, hello. That was a little sample. I didn't do the soul reclamation because I actually got guided not to do it in this, but that was a little sample of an activation, energy boost, connecting to your divinity. I know many of you have done, like I've quantum brain. Many of you have done these in different ways, shapes, and forms. That was the one that was channeled today. Yeah, there's many in the prosperity portal already. We will do them every second week. So much energy. I actually had tears feeling how empowered I am. Yes, yes, yes. Angela, thank you, Jill. You're very welcome, Angela. Oh my goodness. Good to see your beautiful face. Uh, this is embodied confidence. This is embodied empowerment. This is how we actually, walk the walk of I'm choosing myself. I'm putting some of you, there's some of you guys might have heard, wow, I literally have quantum brain so bad. Might have heard about like putting yourself first, how it's a key, and like serving from overflow, but like why can't we in those times that we feel you know, when we're depleted and we feel guilty, it's because we've forgotten, we're not embodied in this. And there's like layers upon layers upon layers. Like I've been doing this work a long time and I hope to shorten the path. Oh my God, Anita and Rob, you two are just like the cutest ever. Sorry, I just died. Oh, I'm so here for it. Divine union. Oh, healthy love. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. It's because we need to embody this on a cellular level. And part of my intention is to really shorten the timeline for people to learn from my mistakes, what I've learned works, what doesn't work, my lessons, so that, like, let's be honest, I've been through a lot. I've been through a lot as a kid, and then I've been through a lot in like this path. And I've unraveled a lot, and I continue to unravel things. And I hope people can learn from what I have been through and what the lessons and wisdom I've uncovered. And the biggest thing has been coming back to my body, embodying this on a cellular level. And for so long, I knew exactly what to do, but I couldn't do it, or I'd be in fawn response, or I wouldn't say no to things, or I wouldn't hold boundaries, and I would literally lose my personal power. And I would, it's very different to just know all the things. And there's so many people I know, like I said, the people are there, there's a ton of people I know that are very gifted, and they're now coming to me for the somatic work, which I stopped talking about for a while. And it's really soul work. It's soul work. So anyways, if you're interested in the prosperity portal, until October 22nd, it is 50% off. You can come, you'll have the month. If you're like, I hate this, which hopefully you won't, I don't think you will, but do all the courses, binge it all, do the activations. And then if you're like, this is for me, you can leave. But we hope you stay if it's in alignment. There's a lot of things in there. We didn't really talk about the shadow too much because the presentation, I did not think it was going to go that long. Shadow work is so key, and there's shadow activations in there. As I said, the dry breath work is it's the integration of the shadow, but there's like shadow activations called gold digger triggers in unveiling manifestation, the unveiling manifestation, something fundamentals, which is, and I want you guys to know this is like all, and this is so important to me, it's all in alignment with source, with God. It's not like there are people using certain manifestation tools that are not in alignment with that. And that is not I don't advise that. That's my vision is literally helping as many people as I can truly free themselves and live in prosperity, pro spirit, in source alignment, and God alignment, and soul alignment. And we'll just leave it at that. Okay, so intuitive reads, unless anybody has any questions on the retreat or the prosperity portal. Membership, which we will start a group channel for eventually. For those of you who have joined, I have not done that yet. I got to close some other ones down. I'll start that probably when Soul Sale September chat is oh, I don't want to close it. It's so hard to close them. Okay, we'll chat about that. There will be a chat where you guys can all connect with community, because it truly is a community. Who wants to read? Okay, Anita went first. Hands up. Natasha, Karina, Angela. It's in that order. Hunter. Oh God. Okay, always. It's like, does no one want to read? Okay, Anita, you're first. Yeah, put your hands up like that. Okay, wait. These are gonna have to be concise because I have a meeting with my mentor in 35 minutes. So we're gonna do 30 minutes of reads. And then I gotta hop on that. So yes, please. Okay, cool. So well, you can do reads on anything because it's all prosperity. Anita, you were first, I believe. And then if anybody else remembers the order of what I said, and then okay, we're just gonna go with the flow. Anita, you're first. So hop on. Okay, I'm connected. What's your read on?
Oh, I need to ask a question?
Yeah. I mean, I can just start pulling information, but that's going to be a gong show. Okay, let me explain. So I want you guys to tell me what your intention is and where you feel you're stopped. What is your intention where you feel you're stopped? I'm going to read your energy field. I'm going to tell you what is going on, what the distortion is, and give you a key, a tool that you can use. So this is these tools are more like hacks to use in like a pinch, or they're like actions you need to take. Whereas the energy work is like the frequency coding. Okay. So these can work in alignment together. They're both important. We can come back to you if you're not sure yet. Sorry.
Okay. No, got it.
Got it. Okay.
So with our move to Switzerland, um, where I say we're lacking like some concrete information, and yeah, it's just what.
Okay. Firstly, I want to congratulate you. Anita literally manifested selling her house in Solstice September on like the second day. You're so powerful. I hope you know how powerful you are. I know exactly what's going on, by the way, for your read. Secondly, for your you almost got 500 people in your masterclass. Like this is insane. So celebrating that, that's huge. So right now what's coming through is you're actually being guided to trust your soul. So like what's the concrete information that you want?
We don't have an actual paper offer with knowing that the salary that Rob's going to get is going to be enough to us to live on.
Great. So remember how we shared earlier about like, it's like, I was like, oh, I won't say I was coasting for a bit, but I was like, hey, I think there's like a quantum leap. I was like kind of looking for masterminds. None of them really resonated. And then it was like, boom, this one, it was like way more than the other ones. And I was like, okay. And then I almost didn't do it. I don't know if you've heard that podcast. And then I got the guidance to do it and I did. Best choice ever. Oh my God, thank God. And then there was like another investment. And then it was like, now take this trip. And I'm like, seriously? It's like so unknown, right? Like it's so in the unknown. Your soul, the reason I can manifest abundance or have holy provision is a better way of saying this because it truly comes from God's source. It doesn't come from one channel. So his salary, firstly, is one of the channels. Okay. Adam, you were on the call yesterday, and Joe, I gave some clients like I was telling a story of how I gave clients to like allow God to buy them a coffee. And the stories were like literally incredible to remind them that abundance doesn't need to come from one place. And then I did it myself and then it happened. And I actually think there's a guy, he's not here, but I think he signed up because I saw it come through the other day. Won't name his name. Who I met at the coffee shop. So he saw the whole thing go down. I manifested coffee. God bought me a coffee. I didn't know how. So right now you're deepening your relationship with you got pulled to Switzerland, right? Switzerland. You got pulled there for a reason. You didn't know if the house was going to sell. You didn't know any of this other stuff. Okay. You got pulled there and you're like, hey, I'm going to trust this, but like, I'm in the unknown. The unknown is where the magic happens. And then all of a sudden you manifest again your house sold. Boom. The other key. And then the job offering, I don't know the details. I don't even need to know the details. I can see exactly what's happening. It's like, hey, here's some sense of security. You're like almost wanting to cling to that as a sense of security because you don't fully trust yourself. And Anita, you're also, I'm like tracking something else right now. You're also being called into a soul path as well. That's going to be super scary. I don't exactly know what it is. It has something to do with animals. It's holistic. It is, I see you teaching online. There's something there. And this move is actually like trying to like inspire you into that, which is going to be a massive source of abundance as well. You don't need to know the how. You just need to follow the guidance. But right now you're not trusting yourself fully and you're not trusting source. So my advice is use urine surrendering into abundance. So use into the void if that fear comes up, and go sit in the fear and allow it to transmute and come back to your wholeness, and trust the guidance as it comes through. You guys are more than safe. You're gonna you're gonna jump to levels of abundance that you've never experienced before.
Cool.
But you gotta find that safety in your body. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
I'm
Thank
so
you.
excited for you. I'm excited.
We might jump off because we need to go to bed.
All good. Yeah, I
But
know.
love you.
So late there. Love you too. Mwah. Big hugs.
Thank you.
Rob as
Bye.
well. Congrats.
Bye.
My intention is okay. Bye. Karina, I think I said you were
Hi,
next.
too.
Hi, babe. So good to see you. My intention is securing a high. Okay, guys, it's all about money. I should have just made the whole transmission about money. Like, let's be the mother bears. Okay. Money's a soul path. Okay, so my intention is to secure a high, the thing secure. So this is very similar to what I just told Anita. A high paying permanent role to have freedom, and I live in high standards. Okay. I feel blocked by being considered to only 1-year term roles, and I don't want to go through this period again. I'm still open to build my business on the side sustainably, but I do want to call in a permanent job and also take a mat leave when I'm ready. Okay. So firstly, mat leave, universal law. When we're birthing life, even when I got my dog, all of a sudden abundance started to come, because like I was like deeply insecure when I got Opal. So much abundance, like more abundance started to come, because I was birthing. I wasn't birthing life. I didn't birth my dog. I was nurturing life. Okay. Same thing with like my business. As I nurture you guys, like my community, and nurturing like my community and my clients is so important to me. Well, it's my soul mission, but well, that's actually basically the only reason I'm here, for sovereignty, and gone through enough initiations. But as I nurture people and through my business and my life as well. That's a whole other thing, but they're the same. I get more provision, because it's literally God being like, here's provision for doing your part and using your gifts to nurture people. Does that make sense? And so when we have a family, it's crazy, because I did this read for a friend I'm going to meet tonight. When we have a family, when we have children, holy provision comes in ways we can least expect, but we got to trust it. You are so connected to God. You've had so many miracles that you know this. The word, when you say permanent, shows me that you're trusting the system and a job more than you're trusting yourself and you're trusting source. It's the same thing. So yes, I don't see you actually, I see you building your business. It's not the full jump yet. For some people, like Nicole recently, I helped her into it when the time was like for the full jump, right? It wasn't time, then it was time, right? And so you'll know, like for me too, it was like, well, I kind of got pushed in it, let's be honest, but you'll know when it's time for the full jump. The full jump isn't there yet, but you need to, like, your higher self is like, get this vocabulary out of your mind of locking down a permanent role, because it's not going to be permanent anyways if your career takes over, if that's in soul alignment. And it might not be the same business that you like. I think you're going to start 2 businesses, or maybe they'll merge into one. But like soul aligned businesses. So right now, girl, you have an out here. You feel blocked by being considered only 1-year term. That's like your soul being like, do this for a year and watch. A year is a long time. A lot can open up in a year. And I get the fear. Like even in my own work, it's like, I'm like, I'm in the unknown. That's where we create all the time. Sure, I have a bunch of courses that I could just relaunch, but if they're not if God's like, don't relaunch this, and I try and relaunch it, trust me, I've tried, it doesn't work. And so it's always in the unknown. We can't be attached to like, I'm going through this in my own business right now. It's like, I'm getting called to do the healing school, and then certain things will take different aspects of my time. Also, other things are going to not, as I am on this journey, I can't be attached to, okay, I'm going to say this. When I launched my first course, it's Surrendering into Abundance. But when I launched Decoding Manifestation, I'm like, this is the course I'm going to relaunch and relaunch and relaunch and relaunch and relaunch. I've only launched it twice. And the second launch was like a grind. The first launch, it just worked. God told me to launch it. I launched it. And so then I had to come to terms with, whoa, I actually always have to be recreating, because I had this vision, this view that like, I'm just going to create this and then I'm going to be like comfortable and whatever. That's not the soul path. That's not how it works. It's not how it works. You have to start. I want you to go back. Here's a tool for you, a practical tool. I want you to go back tonight or tomorrow, or do it every day this week for 10 to 20 minutes and write down all the miracles where God provided, where you didn't know the how. Your passport, your house, your car, your health, your physical health, like all of that stuff. For those of you who don't know, Karina healed her from a car injury. Like, it was in a record time. It was bonkers. And
I think
I see you doing holistic healing, actually, in some way, shape, or form. Sorry, go ahead.
yes, yeah, I think that's something I would like to also and do it well. I don't know, maybe I have a lot of like Earth, like Taurus energy, but my chart is actually quite balanced. But yeah, like I'm not too comfortable with like change, and that's when like I also I feel like
yes, because you're trying to outsource your safety. You got to find that within, because everything's transient. And I can tell you, the soul path is so much change always. You got to get comfortable with that, with parts of you dying and being rebirthed, with everything being transient, and understand that's all part of the journey. It's the journey of your soul's evolution. By the way, the questions I don't get to today, I want you guys to email my team. I'm going to put it down here. I want you to email this email, and I'm going to do these on Instagram Live over the next week or so. Okay. And don't forget about the contest, because I keep forgetting about it. You're very welcome. So the change, that's, you're resisting, you're thinking something outside of you is going to bring the safety. And I want you to look at this job, these jobs that are showing up as an opportunity, showing you like a timeline of like, that's actually a transition. So use that job as fuel. Just look at it as an income source that's helping you build your business and helping you be grounded in building your business, where you don't have to actually make the choice of leaving, because you already have that. Because you won't, like I just heard your higher self say, you won't leave because you'll get too comfortable, and that's the worst place to be. That's where a soul stops growing and the miracles stop happening. Okay, I love you. Go write down all those miracles and remind yourself of how powerful you are and how powerful God is. Okay. Who's next? I think it was Tash, right? That I said earlier. You're very welcome, Karina. Was it not you? Yeah, it was you. Oh my goddess. I was like, oh my God, you looked like a goddess in your photo the other day. I was like, oh, I mean, not that you don't always, but I'm like, you should be on the cover of freaking Vogue. Anyways, okay.
My intention is, one of it's increasing my income, but launching my business finally, and the podcast. But my day job has been taking the actual life out of me. And I'm so petrified to go on a stress leave.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. And I don't know if it's me just being a chicken shit, or if I actually do need a break, because I am notorious for running myself into the ground.
Yeah. Okay. So, yes to the podcast and the business. Podcast is going to channel into your business. So like start the podcast, and then you're going to get clients from that. Okay. So yes. We'll get into stress leave for a second. What I first saw when you said your business, okay, so this is important for your business too, because you take on so many people's energy. It's not good. It's not good. Sorry. Cancel clearly. It's not serving you. it enmeshes your energy too much. I struggled with this for a very long time. It enmeshes your energy too much to the point where you're now taking on everybody's stuff and you're feeling drained. So this is a part of why you're feeling drained at your job right now, but this isn't going to change with your business. It's actually going to get way worse, because when you start doing like energy work, intuition, all this stuff with people, holy Toledo, trust me, it's way more draining. So I'm going to give you a tool. I have like a full thing for this in data, but I'll give you a tool for right now. It's different. And it'll do the trick for right now. So I want you, when you're dealing with people, I want you to see like a red light that's between you and them. It's like a protection. It's like an energy protection. You're just going to see like they're trying to dump their emotions on you, or like, you know, instead of trying to help, you have a fawn response, which is a beautiful gift of you, your big heart. But when it's running your life, it's holding you back, and it's actually holding other people back, because you want to help so much, but at your own cost. We want you to help not at your own cost, from an overflow. Okay. So I want you to see a red light. People are trying to like, they're getting angry at you, or they're doing this. And I want you to see that on them. And I want you to see that on, like, bring it to your solar plexus and blast it out. And then you're going to blast a mirror out right beyond that from your solar plexus out. The mirror is going to bounce anything off of them that is not yours and not yours to carry. So it's actually the emotional that is worrying you more. Now, I re-stress leave, like I get a 50-50 on that. I get a 50-50 on that. This, if you integrate that tool every day, and the more you use it, the stronger it will get, will help you a lot. I would do that and then reassess and like schedule a time for your podcast, like once a week or once every 2 weeks. And just like really devote to that. That's going to channel into your business. You don't need to figure out the rest for your business yet. Start with the podcast or like free webinars, build like a living library. And then also like, yeah, I'm also getting for you to do like some free coaching sessions, which I think you offered, but not like a full package. Like do them sessions by session, because right now full packages, even for testimonials, like they're going to, yes, quantum bank and whatever, but for you, it's going to be too much stress with your podcast, and it's going to dim your skills. If you're under a lot of stress, your intuition kind of gets dimmer, for those of you who don't know that. It's going to be too much for you to hold everything. And I just see it crumbling. So podcast once a week or once every 2 weeks, do a few reads, like a one-off reads. They don't get access to after, or the coaching sessions, they don't get access to after that. It's going to be really hard for you, because you're going to want to keep helping them. But then they can book a session, when you're offering them. That help? Okay,
yes.
Cool.
Thank you.
Okay, awesome. You're welcome. Okay, who is next in the line at first? I forgot. This is so fun. I love business stuff. Okay, I'm just gonna, I can't remember okay, I'm gonna do it in the order of my screen. Charlotte, you're next.
Hello.
Oh.
So I've been getting this message that it's time to move, but I have zero idea where, like if that's just within Vancouver or I have a feeling it's out of Canada. But yeah, just it feels like too overwhelming to even go anywhere near it. So I'm just sitting with like, okay.
Okay. I'm going to guide you here to trust your intuition more, because I cannot tell you what's happening is, you're getting information from the field and your nervous system's it's short circuiting, it's going overwhelm. It's like, whoa, way too much. Now I'm in freeze response and I can't take action. It's not just in this, it's in all areas of your life. I can see the holograph right now. So I want you to start commanding what information comes through. and talking to your higher self. Only light and truth is present. Only light and truth is present. Only light and truth is present. Only light and truth speak to me. Only light and truth speak to me. Only light and truth speak to me. This is so important for you specifically. Well, for everybody, it's very important, but yeah, there's just a lot of things in, and you can listen to the podcast if you want, certain spiritual communities, and there's a lot of things in Vancouver, and it can infiltrate our field essentially. Even for myself, I cleared a bunch the other day. I was like, oh, I can see clearly now. Thank you. So make sure you command that so you're not getting tricked. And then I want you to ask, command from like this energy of like divine inner masculine. This is what I need to, hang on. Higher self, give me the next piece of the puzzle of where I'm supposed to move or when I'm supposed to move. And I want you to ask for this guidance piece by piece by piece. You already are quite good at manifesting and or like creating. But there's so many higher levels for you. And it's like an initiation I see you going through to really start trusting this innate wisdom, trusting yourself. And through this, you're going to build that. Part of the reason that I can like create very powerfully and quite quickly is because I've gone through so many initiations and I still go through them. But I just got real good at listening to my soul guidance when it made no longer logical sense and everyone told me I was crazy. I got really good at surrendering to God and the provision and walking away from things, even when I didn't know I was going to sleep at night. Florida story. That were not in alignment or that were abusive or whatever, and just trusting that provision. And so I built that trust, right? I built that trust. So this is kind of like, it's an initiation for you to build that deeper trust, which is going to allow you to create more powerfully in your life. Does this make sense?
Yeah, totally.
Okay. And it's self-trust and it's trust with source and your higher self. A tool for self-trust is you can do one thing a day. I would say keep it under like 2 to 5 minutes, but you're going to do every single day. It could be making your bed every single day, no matter what. And you're going to prove to yourself for 31 days for you. Do 31 days. I was going to say 22, but changed it for you specifically. 31 days, and you're going to prove to yourself self-trust with that. It's going to code your energy field too. And it might feel like your legs are like trembling a little bit as this happens, because it's literally going to start releasing old trauma of where your ovaries kind of like connect to your legs.
Okay.
But, yeah. It's just trauma releasing and the grounding happening.
Okay. And I think 31 days takes us to my birthday.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Of course.
No coincidence. Of course. Okay.
Okay. Wonderful. Thank you so much, Jill.
You're welcome. Okay. Angela. Oh, honey, you are. Yeah,
I'm muted. There we go.
there you go.
So my intention is clarity on my direction, because I just actually got laid off from my job less than 2 weeks ago. So I don't know what to do now.
So firstly, just we're going to do a little somatic thing here really quick. So just breathe into your heart. Just want you to start grounding, allowing some of this energy to move. Allowing your feet to anchor deeper and deeper into the floor beneath you. Noticing a red laser beam shooting out the tail of your spine. Anchoring you to the earth, to the safety. Beautiful. And a white laser beam shooting out the top of your head. Anchoring you directly to source. Creating this pillar of light, truth. Of holy provision, of safety. Clearing any shame that's ready to move. Breathing into your womb, just allowing that energy to start to like dissolve. Awesome. Now breathing into your heart and allowing it to expand. I can already tell you this happened for you. although I know it doesn't feel like it. There was an attachment with the job that you weren't going to leave yourself. And essentially you got forced onto a different timeline. It's like your higher self forced you onto this different timeline is what I'm seeing. What was your old job?
I work for an optometrist usually, and I have been for the past 15 years. So, yeah, and everything that you just said is 100% correct for sure. I can feel that already.
Okay, awesome. How did you find me?
Actually through Sarah.
Oh, wait, which Sarah? Sarah Connolly?
Yes.
Oh my God, I love that. Love her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know a few Sarahs. Sarah told, so yeah, crazy. Okay, so how did you find Sarah? What was going on in your life? Like, have you known Sarah a long time? Did you?
I've known her for, I don't know, maybe, I can't remember exactly, maybe 2, 3 years now.
Okay.
Yeah. And I
What?
found her through the Spirit Within in Airdrie.
Okay. So you've been into this. I'm asking because that I was assuming that was a gateway into this work. So how long have you been
Yeah.
in soul work, spiritual work? I don't like the word spiritual. We'll cancel that. Soul work.
Well, I've been healing for a very long time, very, very long time. And I don't know, it just kind of happened. I signed up to this Divinity Expo and I won the door prize and I kind of like was like, holy crap, like I think that like I was supposed to be here. And then I did my Reiki 1 and 2 through the Spirit Within, and then I met Sarah kind of through that.
Okay. I'm going to gift you an activation called Into the Void. I need you to email my team. The team email is up here.
Okay.
We'll send it this week. I want you to sit with that and sit and alchemize this. So
Okay.
what I'm seeing is you're going through a massive initiation right now. You would not have left that job because again, it was providing this security. By the way, this happens all the time. Like Jess, who I shared the video of, didn't want to leave a job and like got laid off. I've gotten laid off jobs when I was stubborn. I've gotten ACLs torn because I didn't want to like leave and I was like gonna miss a soul path. Megs, who was on my podcast recently, she actually I'm gonna send this to you. This is gonna be the last read. I want everybody else who wants to read, I'm gonna do it still. I need you to email my team. I'll do that on the Insta stories.
Okay, thank you so much, Jill.
Very welcome. Give me 2 seconds. So I'm gonna send this on here. I'm gonna send you because Megs, I think this transmission is gonna be really powerful for you. Where is it? Megsy's. She lost a job after every Reiki student. I used to teach Reiki. I teach, yeah, we're going like more shamanic stuff, soul path stuff. I studied one of my shamanic trainings with Sarah actually. Which you probably know. Okay. Megs, where is it? Shoot. Yeah, this transmission is going to open your eyes a lot, but I know for sure. Shit. Just going to go to her page here. Oh, I forgot to say this in the prosperity portal. Yeah, I did. We're doing like intuitive reads as well. Like some calls will just literally be reads for people. Okay. I'm not done your read, so don't go anywhere yet. I have a call in 5 minutes with my mentor, so. Okay. Here's the podcast. So basically I was seeing a bridge and you were like, it was like you were being called on a soul level to something. And then there was something else, like your job was like this, like anchor, like it was like not like an anchor that you want, but like basically a hot air balloon that was like trying to go up, and it was like the sandbags, and it had to cut that because they couldn't coexist, right? There was no space. And so you're literally navigating the unknown right now, which is, it can be so scary until we learn that that's where the magic happens. And even I even am like, oh, the unknown, like people tell me all the time I'm confident. I'm like, I don't know where people get this. I'm like, oh, I guess I have embodied confidence. That's from having courage. I walk the portal of courage every single day. And so I've trained my nervous system to literally walk this path and alchemize the energy even when it's scary. And so you're in a beautiful place right now. I'm so excited for you, because on the other side of it, like as the path starts to reveal, you're going to be so grateful that this happened. But right now you can't see it. It's kind of like, you know, when a relationship doesn't work out and it's like devastating. And then on the other side, like a little bit later, you're like, thank God, you see it for what it is, and you shift and you transform. And then another, like a more aligned beloved comes in, and you're like, whoa, that's what I'm seeing for you in this dynamic. But it's just that that's been your security. And again, you're outsourcing your security. So I'll give to you this activation, email my team, and just sit with that void. It's basically an activation where you go into, it's from, of course, Surrendering into Abundance. You go into the portal of the unknown, and you sit there and you allow the fear to alchemize, and then you come back to peace. And you'll probably have to do it a few times for this to transmute. But it's finding the peace in your body, and the path is going to start to reveal. Listen, ask your higher self, connect to source. You can use the activation today, so long as it's up. Like there's so many tools as well in the prosperity portal for this. There's so many activations in there. There's so many, if like money is the issue, there's so many money trainings in there, and tools on that. But right now you've been giving your power away to it because you can't see the full picture. And I know this was literally divine intervention, like from your soul was like, this is a split. I ended up in the hospital, just, you know, like I'd started my Reiki business, and then I kind of went back to serving. This is years ago. And my higher self kept being like, leave, like you're going to miss the timeline. I'm like, I'll leave in a month. I'll leave in 2 months. I'll leave in. And then I was like, I'll leave in 4 months. And I kept hearing it. And I got 3 injuries at it. And the last time I said, I was like, I'll leave in October. And I was like, I heard you're going to miss a timeline. And I fell and I tore my ACL and I was out. I had to leave the job. And I literally set me on a completely new path. And like, I got 4 new Reiki clients the next day. And I was like, this is bonkers. And then I picked up and left Canada and just followed the guidance. Sometimes I didn't know where I was going to stay. So I'm not saying it's easy, but the miracles that happen through that, and the self-trust and the trust in source and God, like you can't learn that from a book. You have to walk the path. And right now your soul's like forcing you to walk the path, but I promise you it's fun and it's exciting. It just feels shitty right now because you also feel like you got laid off, had something to do with your self-worth, which it doesn't. And I'm telling you, I just saw gold falling, and like I just looked up and I saw gold here. Like your reality is about to get so much better. But it is the path of courage, meaning gold's coming, abundance is coming, holy provision in ways you could have never expected. So I'm so excited for you. Okay. I got to hop to you guys. Just saw your message.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Jill.
Bye, guys. Anybody else who wants to read here, or I guess on the everyone here, I'm going to honor and do it. If you're on the replay, I will likely, I'm just going to snag these testimonials. I will likely do the read, but I'm going to honor the ones here live. I will do everyone here live who wants to read. Just email my team, and then I'll do it on the Instagram situation, and I'll tag you secretly so they won't know whose it is. Okay, because
bye.
Okay, firstly, I'm going to add this to the replay. So I just want to touch on this. That was a lot, you guys. That was a lot. I did not think it would go that long. But now we get into the real work, but this is important. So my biggest block right now is taking down the constructs of my childhood Christian upbringing, which was taught me in fear-based mindset. I've been wrestling with that in my ego. So all that was great to hear. Yeah. So I'm very God-led. I do believe in like I speak to Jesus. I pray to Jesus. For those of you who don't know, Jesus essentially is God and the bridge to God. The way, the light, the etc. So like I very much, I've done a lot of discerning with what is truth and what is not truth. The feminine was taken out of the Bible, which is causes a lot of issues. More on that another time. But in my experience with connecting with this path and with like truly like talking to God, talking to Jesus, like this might sound crazy to some of you, but I feel like it won't because it's this community and source. When I say source, I mean God. When I say God, I mean source, the creator of all that is. Okay. I had a client recently ask me why I started saying God, and I kind of explained, I was like, well, there's a resonance with God that really generating, organizing, delivering energy, or generating, organizing, destructing energy. I do believe in like a submission. There is a submission process to this. It's not like, oh, we can just go murder people and then like be forgiven. And because we are God, like that's not really the vibe that I believe in. So I think there's a lot of great things that, and this is all my opinion, to take it or leave it, in Christianity. And I think there's also, there's some entrapment. So anything that really is like out of like fear and obligation, like our souls do not want to harm other people by default. So if we're living in, we have to, if we feel like we have to do something because of fear and obligation, there's some sort of distortion there, because I believe all humans are good in their soul and on that level. So when we truly come into connection with this energy, and you'll feel it today, it's pure light energy. It is the energy of Jesus, of Yeshua. It's 1,000 frequency. You don't want to harm other people. You stop wanting to harm yourself. And so, yeah, I could speak on this for a while, but I just wanted to touch on that. So after the first retreat, quit my job, quit SM. SM was a full slate spiritual community. It's an abbreviation for it, where we met. So grateful we met there, though. We wouldn't have met. Learned so many lessons too. That community of what is not true light, and the distortions in the spiritual community that I can now see like so quickly. Cut out friends that didn't have pure intentions, because became sober, second retreat, put up massive boundaries, started my own meditation and activations, and started channeling. Yeah, Pally's fucking killing it. Oh my God. And just like seeing like what you look like from like the moment I met you. We met in Sedona, actually. I forgot about that. God, you're just like radiating now. Like those things were beaten to my head. Yeah. So yeah. Okay. So this is where the distortions come in. Like money is the root of all evil and all that stuff. That is not truth. That is not truth. That is not God. That is not source. That is not your higher self. Ultimate truth is look at nature. Nature is abundant. So this will help start to reprogram a lot of that, Josiah. And I know you've started to reprogram a lot of that. You've already started. So this will help. So anyways, let's do another layer today. First retreat open. Okay. Oh my God. Can I use these screenshots? I can take out your guys' name for like promoting. Okay. My first retreat opened a huge, massive upgrade for me. Received 2 news to get my new home and citizenship in 3 months' time. Trust deeply. Yeah. Didn't you get a car too? And you got your dream house, dream car.
Yes.
All the things. Guys, you can't make this stuff up. Like, God is good. God is on our side. This is where I'm so passionate about speaking about certain entanglements in certain communities, healers. Like, you should not be stuck. If you're actually doing this work, you should not be stuck in a healing loop. Shifts should actualize in your life. And it's one of the things that I'm like, evidence. Like, I didn't make this stuff up. I didn't pay people to give me testimonials. Somebody asked that once and I was like, really? Anyways, but your life, as you really connect to your soul and yourself and God, your life should shift. And if it's not, there's something to be looked at there. Okay. So anyways, trust deeply. Yes. We're going to get in the activation now. Hang on.